Hi, today we are designing a lap joint. What are the parameters which are given? Plate thickness 12 mm, plate width 250 mm, maximum tensile force that is 100 mm, 4.6 bolts, FUB 400 and FU 410 Newton per mm square. Just to start with, first of all we have to design what should be the diameter of the bolt. For this we have to use the Fuller's formula, which says that D is equal to 6 under root of T. Actually it is 6.05 or 6.06, but for all practical purposes we are considering only 6. So D is equal to 6 under root of T. T is the thickness of a plate. Substituting the value of this T from here, over here we can find it is about 20. So when the D is now 20, so we can say D naught will be 20 plus 2, that is 22. We have decided the diameter of a bolt. We have taken the also decided the hole diameter by adding the clearance. Now we know the thickness, etc. Then we have to assume some dimensions about the pitch and the edge distances. What is the minimum pitch? Minimum pitch is nothing but 2.5 times diameter of a bolt. It comes out to be, this is 2.5 times 20, that is 50. What is the maximum pitch? It is 16T or 200 mm, whichever is less. In case of a tension, it is 16T. In case of a compression, it is 12T or 200 mm, whichever is. The 12 mm thickness, 12 mm is the thickness. So 16, 12 is 192 and this is 200, whichever is less. So we can go maximum for 192, but we are reducing to say 80 mm. So it is more than minimum and less than the maximum one. Similarly, we have to go for the edge distance. Edge distance is 1.5 times D naught. And D naught is nothing but 22. 22 into 1.5, it comes out of 33. So rounding it on the higher side, we are considering E as 40 mm. And now we can see when we take this E as 40 mm on both sides of the plate and 80 mm is the bolt pitch, then we have to start calculating some stresses, good strength. Let us see now. First of all, we'll talk in terms of the bolt first and then we'll go for the plate. So design shear strength of a bolt. Design shear strength of a bolt. Now VDSB is equal to VNSB upon gamma M1 is equal to FUB upon under root 3 and N into ANB plus NS into ASB. You know, when it is lap joint, NN is equal to 1 and NS is equal to 0. So and that this term automatically turns out to be 0. Now A and B is nothing but the area of the thread portion, 0.78 times pi by 4 d square. Pi by 4 d square. So it comes out to be 245 mm square. This A and B out of question because this term comes out to be 0. Substituting the value over here is FUB upon under root of 3 into 245 into 1 and it comes out 45.26 because it is divided by gamma M1 and divided by 1000 just to get the result in kilonewton. Now after finding out the strength due to shear, we will go for the bearing one. Design of the bearing strength. VDPB is equal to VNPB upon gamma M1. And what is the value of VNPB? 2.5 times KB DTFU upon under root upon gamma M1. First of all, we have to find out value of this KB, that is constant. KB, just to calculate the KB, there are 4 parameters. E into 3 times D0, P into 3 times D0 minus 0.25, FUB upon FU and 1. E we have taken as 40, 3 times D0, that is 66, it comes out to be 0.6. Now P we have taken as 80, 3 times D0 minus 0.25, it comes out to be 0.96. FUB upon FU is composed to be 0.97, and it is 1. The least will be 0.6. So now we can see KB is equal to 0.6. Substituting the value of the KB etc., we can straightway find out value of VDPB directly from here. VDPB is equal to 2.5 KB DT FU upon gamma M1 into 1000, just to get the result in kilonewton. It comes up to 113. Now we have to go for the bolt value. What is bolt value? Least of the shearing and the bearing strength. So definitely we find the shearing strength is less. It is almost 45.26 as compared to 113. So we are considering now the bolt value is 45.26 kilonewton. Minimum of the two. How to find out the number of bolts required? The total force applied. We have already seen our previous page, that is 100 kilonewton is the total force applied. Now considering this 100 kilonewton divided by the bolt value will give the number. It comes out to be 2.22. Rounding out on the higher side, we can say the number of bolts will be 3. Now we are considering the 3 bolts of 20 mm diameter at a spacing of 80 mm center to center. Now you can see from the figure itself, it is very clear. This is the total width of the plate is given as 250. Just here it's matching. 250, 40, 40 this side and 80, 80 this side. There are 3 bolts, 1, 2 and 3. 40 on this side, 40 on this side, 80, 80. 80, 81 is 60 and plus this. So instead of 40 now, we have increased by 5 mm. So it is now 45. Because total width is 250. 80, 80, 80, it comes out to 40. So what we have to do is we have to increase by 10 mm. So 5 mm we are increasing the edge distance from this side as well as from this side. Now we have to check whether what we have calculated and what the arrangement that we have done so far is right or wrong. Let us see. At that time we have to find out the strength of a plate in a rupture case. That is the critical one. Check for this strength. Design strength of a plate will be equal to nothing but, and we have to see that this strength of the plate should be greater than the value of P, least of the three. Either the least of the three. Now, TDN is equal to 0.9 ANFU upon gamma M1. This is 250 minus 3 times 22, because the bolt hole is 22 into 12. It comes out to 2208 mm square. And TDN is equal to 0.9 22.28 into 410 divided by 1.25 into 1651 kilonewton. So this is much more than the 100 kilonewtons which has been applied over here in the beginning. So when there are 3 holes are there of 22 mm diameter, still the plate can very easily calculate almost 5 to 6 times the load applied, and that too tensile load. Now this is 651.8 kilonewton, which is greater than 100 kilonewton. We can say our design is safe. What we have to do is